Leave it to me, all of it, whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Someone needs assistance. I must leave no...
Get out of here! Take cover!
Windblade!
Huh?
Come a little closer.
Leave it all to me.
Wind blade.
Let's light it up!
Come a little closer.
Wind blade.
I must leave no stone un-
Everybody stand back!
Disappear.
Off we go! Ow!
Leave it all to me.
Come a little closer.
Steady as stone.
Let's light it up!
You're in for a little.
Adventure time!
Wind blade.
As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me.
Let's light it up!
With the wind!
Come a little closer. Come a little. Try not to enjoy.
I'm going in!
Wind blade!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Take cover!
You're in for a little shock.
Let's light it up!
Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance.
Is this...
Lord,
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today. Ad Astra.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2? Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request. Catch up.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Oh, ow!
The golden house? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier? This is where all of Tibet's mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe... Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing, but even if we can't take it, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of mora, it's like a dream come true! Oh, right! It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding some... Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon, quick! We have to go make sure that the
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you...
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to... Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see she will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, either way. We now come to my favorite part, the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for...
You could say... When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission... Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight and... Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Let's light it up!
Windblade! Disappear!
Blitz.
How unbecoming.
I must leave no stone unturned.
You've made some progress. A fine opportunity!
Let's light it up!
You're in for a little.
Run all you like! A clear shot!
I missed a spot.
Don't be such a brute. Come a little close.
Passable left.
Wind blade!
Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Looks like I got carried away.
Steady as stone.
Something else catch your eye?
Light it up!
You're in for a little.
All you do is run. You've got
Leave it
some
all to me.
skills.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Steady as stone.
Huh?
I'll crush you. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
Take your time.
Come a little close.
With the wind!
Let's light it up!
I must leave no stone.
You're in for a little.
Die.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Leave it all to me.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in... In fact, it might be that the
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look...
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away and the truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom... Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of... With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone! That guy is fast! What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in...
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the cheat...
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's present, which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to...
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that? So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is...
What? Wait, all of you were supposed to be the Guardian?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this...
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend... We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia.
This should be fun.
Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Time to fulfill my duty.
Leave it all to me.
I screw you. You can't run. Looks like I went too far.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Use this first.
You're in for a little shock.
Let's light it up!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! I miscalculated.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Disappear!
Put your back into it!
Windblade!
The ancient god's attacking again!
It isn't time for a break yet!
We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
This isn't right!
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is mental energy. That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars. Wow, it's Madame Pain's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Put your back! You're not going anywhere! Time to fulfill my duty.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Windblade!
It just said!
You can't run!
With the wind!
Looks like I went too far.
Not breaking a sweat!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Someone needs assistance.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with me.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Get out of here!
Disappear!
Come a little closer.
Windblade!
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak! In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Look at me. Just... Let me amuse myself a little.
Don't be a killjoy!
Everybody stand back! Let's light...
The more...
This isn't good. Looks like I went too far.
Let me
With the wind!
Let's end this
Windblade!
I guess this is it.
The more, the merrier. Look at me. The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in
Going anywhere! My work. The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the...
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the...
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti saw... Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone. Just as it was thousands... But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on...
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue...
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in...
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only...
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity, as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an Outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and look, thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to... Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found, has long since passed. Now is the time...
Seeing the port around us not place, wouldn't you say so?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city, one fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed. Fair enough. Away.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one... But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure... But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
What should I try this time?
I'll catch up. catch up.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor...
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're...
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the... We had better go and make sure that every...
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have been... Oh, it seems that some of your...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And... you!
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bar... Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you! You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House, so it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui...
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had any... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually,
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou...
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsarit...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat!
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers. I stood motionless among the crowds.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear?
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when...
In the end, the resolution to all that has Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only one thing that I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. To come to the defense. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death.
Huh? That doesn't sound...
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank... If you hadn't created the pressure of the battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has...
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your...
So, Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with the...
One of the clauses of our contract...
You're... today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been—
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heel—
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that—
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things?
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make—
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess... So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank.
Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious.
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to...
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too, gods and adepti live glorious lives. But both light and shadow have rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of
I'll catch up.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are there speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it
3,700 years of contracts burnt and...
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot
the long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish our contract?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, name your price.
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you leave it? Me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
Why, you... Were you just trying to look cool? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told...
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite? There's much...
Someone needs assistance.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that... And here you are looking all relaxed!
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I had... Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat...
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price, but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and the Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli. I must thank you. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among local.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Right?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the god. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have.
That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the god?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine.
Whoa, that's hard.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away. Well, knowing her, she must have again quoted that 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity. All right then. Was there anything else you wish? That was a good one. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit, I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the... Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to... The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue. Well, I suppose...
Then, did you at least set some private funds...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed...
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2? Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge...
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge... Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people... Nevertheless, I do have a few matters The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items, they are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with...
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, you may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
These things won't be easy to get hold of, but if it means a chance to get some insight...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to...
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plastrite just the other day.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable of.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to... Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you remember, this is a race against the clock.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we better... First we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest later. As it happens, we have some information about the material.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on! Why don't you stand there?
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Ah, children, come.
Oh, what is it, Granny?
Oh, no. You've done. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you That simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation ability. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to... The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of... But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you...
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go... What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Ma. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and, if you were lucky enough, you just might find us. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or, in any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within... Goodness knows if that child will succeed at...
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny,
yes. I suppose she
counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here, Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's record. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the chiefs. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very...
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any... You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this. Paimon
was gonna ask the same question.
A long old time. And then after that was all over, I was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for.
Is that so? Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped...
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go. Hold on a moment.
Whoa, that's a really thick book.
Commercial consultancy. Or... Snezhna... Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some... He
mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get—
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first. Best we be a little.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't...
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent... It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full... Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind...
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're...
No, don't be angry, sir.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is...
Oh, I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all...
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really?
That would be my stomach growling.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything...
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work on an empty... Do you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It Seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get... Where does she fit in with the other Adepti, though? Paimon's...
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought...
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really...
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after consuming a large quantity of them.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the sampling each dish in order to appreciate its...
Return to the mountains! That proves it!
Enough about me. What are your plans?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the and now we're probably super
I see. I heard something.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you... Were you interested in the contest too?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no... However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to...
Wow! But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a...
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be...
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this plan... We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about...
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So...
Baiju? What are you doing?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know a lot.
The variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the 7 Mountain Treatises. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun...
Okay, then. Let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And...
Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Someone needs assistance.
Master Xingqiu, Thank goodness you're finally...
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to...
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job...
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the...
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of...
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang...
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some sunset vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interest. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing...
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated.
But without any...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of...
Who?
Seagazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed...
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Seagazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures. After Seagazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was... Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly...
That's great! But is it... Wouldn't it be a little, disrespect?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let some...
Open-minded? I have not heard of Seagazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good... Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters.
Okay, we will be.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
It should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed...
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there? disappear?
Whenever you need me, I'll be there. You seem tired. Would you like some tea? Someone needs assistance. Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it... What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request. You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Wind blade!
A reward on the road.
Steady as stone.
Is this an answer from this world?
Someone needs assistance.
Right. This is not the end.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.